Bloodborne. My personal favorite Soulsborne game. For many reasons. The gameplay to me is just super fun to play. The world, the setting, the music. Everything about this game is just amazing to me. It is, like most of the other games I've talked about so far, it has a perfect blend of just everything coming together. The sound, design, music, voice acting, combat, just everything. You know, of course, for the longest time, the only real detriment to this game is probably the frames. Which would be nice if that ever gets patched. But we'll see. But we're not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about how much I love Bloodborne. Of course, trying to keep it as quick as possible. The setting of Bloodborne is just instantly grabbed me. Just seeing, because the longest time we just thought, oh, it's going to be a gothic horror, Dark Souls-y type of slightly more aggressive Dark Souls. And oh boy, that was when that twist of no, it's actually old one Lovecraftian alien things is it's so done so well. Like, I could, if I wasn't trying to keep these videos, at a certain length, I could just gush about the, gothic horror. Okay, you're kind of starting to see a little bit of the weird stuff going on. You're like, what's going on? And you kind of left with a, it's Lovecraft. You're left with this feeling of unease, but you're also curious. The further and further you go, the more things open up. The more things, show, well, the truth. The seal breaks, essentially. And then once you understand everything that is happening, that is when Bloodborne goes from great to a amazing game, in my opinion. Especially that first time playing through, or if you watch someone play it. Because when the game came out, I didn't have a PS4, so I watched it played. But that never really made me not want to play it myself, because it's funny, because before Bloodborne I wasn't really into Souls that much. Like, I got the appeal from some people, but it wasn't a thing for me, which is funny now because I'm super into the series. But Bloodborne was that gateway for me. Bloodborne was that game that just opened up that part of gaming for me. And yeah, the bosses of this game, I don't really have any issues with really any of them. I probably do have a list of what I would say is my favorite to least favorite. I've always thought about that for each of the Soulsborne games, how I would rank them. Not as saying this is the best or worst, but more as a favorite to least favorite, because it's not really, like I said, not really bosses. If in Bloodborne I don't like. Like, you can say some of the Chalice dungeons bosses are kind of uninteresting, but that's kind of the thing. We do the Chalice dungeons once, and that's it. And again, the Queen of Yharnam fight in the Chalice dungeon is quite cool, so there is that. But yeah, just the level design, art design, world design, just the design of this game is just amazing. The music, because obviously most Soulsborne games, there's not many times where music is playing when you're walking around. You have music play when you're in the Hunter's Dream, and you have music play in one other area. But that's more of a creepy, unnerving kind of a thing, because this is Bloodborne. And it's got a lot of that. But there's also another thing is the DLCs for Bloodborne, or the DLC for Bloodborne, is fantastic. All 5 boss fights in that DLC are all really good. If I had to probably say my least favorite would probably be Lawrence, but it's still a good fight. But I still remember fighting Ludwig first time, and one being, this is awesome, and also, man, this is really hard, because the first time I fought him was New Game Plus 2 or 3. That's not an ideal way to start that DLC. But yeah, so again, just every aspect of this game is just fantastic. And if you've never played Bloodborne before, I do highly recommend it. It's great. But yeah, so before it gets to be too long, I'll call it here. And yeah, I highly suggest playing this game when you can, if you can. Anyway, so thank you everyone for watching, and as always, thank you for being awesome. And until next time.